care what Barack Obama says, to be honest with you. The Kamala Harris problem is very simple. She was riding shotgun with Joe Biden, leading America into crisis after crisis, terrible policy, massive inflation, wide open borders, and a foreign policy that's been a disaster.
Anything, would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind in terms of, and I've been a part of most of the decisions that have had impact.
The notion that the border is closed. Why should they believe you when they know that people are getting in?
Well, Lester, here's the thing.
President Harris led this effort to make things better in the countries from which they are leaving. And thanks to her leadership, she's been able to generate more than $3.2 billion from the private sector to create jobs and opportunities in El Salvador, Honduras, and Guatemala.
For far too long, our economy has not been working for working people. Trickle-down economics benefited big corporations and the wealthiest Americans.
Billionaire liberal George Soros has become the biggest stockholder in Odyssey, the second largest radio broadcaster in the USA. The billionaire tycoon made the purchase for over $400 million and looks to control more than 220 media stations nationwide.
The Biden-Harris administration had no problem putting forward a student debt relief package, which was unconstitutional, by the way. They did not go through Congress. They did it on their own. And then they just waited for the courts to catch up with them. So they're quick to move to do stuff like that. They're quick to move as many resources. But then when it comes to American citizens, they want to sit back and say,
we are meeting the immediate needs with the money that we have. We are expecting another hurricane hitting. We do not have the funds. FEMA does not have the funds to make it through the season.
Part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president. And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for them. And so now you're thinking about sitting out or even supporting somebody.
Were you working for Barack Obama while you were writing this book?
Oh, yes. I'd say not because of Barack, but just yeah, it was a balancing act. I left Harvard in 2005 and 2006 and worked, I like to say, as an intern in Obama's office. That's what it felt like sometimes.
He was